Here we go, VSC.
Yay.
So
Good
nice.
morning.
So excited, Liz.
It's morning.
It's morning. I still have a lot of coffee. Oh, you almost can't even see it. Look. Coffee. Still have some coffee to drink. Good morning and welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow VSC Day.
The most dangerous show of the week.
Sure. Okay. So, hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in overcast, but at least it's not raining at the moment, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
You sound so happy to be here. This is her thing lately. It's just like,
Yeah.
But you all know she's got more excitement than that usually. It's just morning. So we had a good laugh at knit night last night. That was fun. So we were laughing about
screenshots,
various and sundry things. Oh, well, yeah. Silliness. Anyway.
Silliness ensued.
So yes, a lot of silliness. Okay. The one thing I found with this cardigan, it's wonderful, but it wants to go back, which is fine, except it pulls my shirt back with it. So I feel like I'm choking a little bit. I gotta rearrange here. Doesn't mean you shouldn't make it. It just means be prepared to readjust how it's sitting on you. Right? There we go. I do love it. It got rainy yesterday and cold, and I put this on and I was so happy. So happy.
I even put a sweater on.
I mean, it wasn't cold. It was cold for summer. So yes, you put a sweater on. It was a very lightweight sweater.
Yeah.
But that's saying something. So, all right. So we are still plotting our vacation projects and things like that, but that has nothing to do really kind of sort of with today. So what was that?
My text message.
I was like, we don't have a doorbell. Why do I hear a doorbell? What the heck? What happened to
Mom replying to a message?
What happened to your TARDIS?
Oh,
it's a new phone. So it's got.
Well, no, I could put the TARDIS back on it. I just took the doorbell because it
like freaks me out.
Sound that I don't.
I went like, wait, what?
I've been walking out of the house and the doorbell rings, and I'm like, it sounds just like my doorbell at home, and I'm like,
no.
What? Oh, yeah, I should change it.
It's the first time I've heard it, so that's my phone is on silent from my days as a teacher when the kids weren't supposed to have their phones, so I tried not to make it obvious that I had my phone. And I'm not telling you to put it on silent, but I'm saying like
I go between silent and sound because
it's like quiet sister, what?
Well, yeah. But like I go between having it on silent, but then sometimes I don't feel it vibrate, and
sometimes my watch doesn't tell me that I've gotten it. It's the struggle is real with technology. I get it.
So real.
I get it. Okay. So I was inspired yesterday. I even mentioned it on the show yesterday to talk about these guys today. These are they actually advertised as like stitch marker bags?
Let's see.
I got one. We have 4 colors.
Stitch marker pouch. Yes.
This is a little stitch marker pouch. And what I use it for is when I am teaching very beginning classes. I will remove all distractions until they are in the swing of things, which means taking all of these rings off. And then I will put them. What are you looking at? I'm like, what? What'd I do? No. But then I can put them in this little pouch. And all my rings are in there and safe, right? So isn't this cute?
So they would also make cute little jewelry bags for packing stuff.
They are multi-purpose. They are advertised for stitch markers, but they are multi-purpose. What does it say on the tag?
It says, this silk drawstring pouch is ideal for holding stitch markers and other small items. This item is produced in an ecologically compliant facility. Lantern Moon is a committed advocate of equal and fair market wages for all of its.
Does it say the material? Did I miss that?
Silk blend.
Silk blend. So Lantern Moon in its previous incarnation, it was all silk. This is a silk blend. And so in some ways that makes it not quite as expensive, but it's also super cute and durable. We have them in green, as I am using.
Which is called Sage.
Sage. Oh, good.
We have a nice blue.
That's like a steel blue too, and it's called Arctic. And yeah, it's a slate steel blue. I really do like that. They all come in these cute little gauzy pouches that you could use for something else too. Like there's so many, like if you like extra bags, Lantern Moon stuff is full of it now. In a good way. This one is called Cloud, and it is a nice silvery gray. It has the gusset bottom, see that? Where it'll be flat in the package, but then it will expand to hold more. So this is a nice silvery gray.
This Cloud one is a nice winey red. It's called Dahlia.
I like all the colors. I don't know why I picked the green, but I liked all the colors, but I'm using green. So I figured on that note, it's going to be an all notion week this week. And on that note, we're going to pick some things that could fit in here.
Did we tell how much we were retailing these for?
Probably not, because I don't tend to do that. I tend to ask if you've done that.
We are retailing the pouches for $11.25.
$11.25. And the code product of the week with spaces between the words will save you 15% in the online shop, or you can come in and ask for that discount at checkout on these items. Make sure it's in the product of the week category in the online shop, which again, the description below will have the address for our online shop. Before you try to use the code, I usually get that all set up before I make this go. I want to avoid the go live thing, because then people think we're live streaming. Before I publish this video, I should have everything set up.
I will say all of the stuff we're doing today will also make great Christmas presents for knitters and crocheters, or anybody that needs little pouches. Or
if you don't know what to get a knitter or crocheter, we actually, unless they tell you what yarn they want, we tend to recommend don't get them yarn unless it's like maybe a memento from our shop that's locally dyed or dyed for our local geography. That can be fun. But other than that, it's really hard to shop for someone with yarn, because you don't know what they want. You don't know what thickness they work with, or what they like working with, or how much they need. Everybody can use notions. Everybody can use the little bags. And if they're knitters, the stitch markers. These stitch markers we're about to show off are more geared towards knitters than crocheters, because they are fixed. But we thought, Lantern Moon stitch marker holders, why not talk about the Lantern Moon stitch markers? They are super cute. I am thinking about using some of these in my projects that I put on Instagram this week, so you can see them up close. Because I'm always using my cocoa knits, which I love. They kind of come in their own box though. And these can work together.
These are that.
I was like, say something.
Little sheep.
This is one of the stitch markers
LM stamped on them for Lantern Moon.
Just for Lantern Moon. Someone was like, is that someone's initials, or is that a fancy code? It's not. You just almost lost you did. Yeah.
It works for me for Liz Mack.
Well, there you go, right? Haha. It's not that they're not marked for like where to do increases or different abbreviations. They just say LM for Lantern Moon. They are cute silver little sheep. You get, I want to say six. Yes, 6 of them. I am going to claim one of these for myself so I can use them in projects.
These 6 cute sheep stitch markers are made of silver plated brass. The ring will accommodate needle sizes up to an 11 or an 8 millimeter. We are retailing them for $13.50.
There's a really good close up right there. $13.50 for the 6, but you get 15% off this week with the code product of the week. I'm leaving mine out of the package because they come on a little thing that is just a little bit glued down, and you can pull it off and take them out. I don't do a whole lot of knitting on bigger than an 11, so I'm happy with this. But if you do super chunky knitting, these, be prepared. They may or may not fit depending on how chunky you want to get. So what about the other ones? This looks so cute. I really want to use these soon too.
These colorful tassel stitch markers are handmade, and the bright silk threads are sure to be seen on the needle. The flexible loop can accommodate all needle sizes. I wouldn't say like,
as soon as you said that, I'm like,
some of the 19s, they might go up to super bulky.
Yeah. I think once we get out of the teens, I don't think they're going to work anymore. Like the
Definitely not the
35s and 50 needles, though, sizes, which is getting up to a 25 millimeter. You're probably making your own stitch markers for that. So, same thing. You can pull this little thing off because I'm about to make these mine. Yes.
They retail for $11.25. And there are 10 of them.
There are 10 of them. There are 2 of each color. As I take these off, they kind of go with the colors of the bags. They're not exactly the same color, but I have 2 that are like a maroon color here. I have 2 that they're not a slate blue. They're more of a classic blue. I have 2 that are green, but they are a brighter green. Like, see, here's my pouch, and here's the green of the stitch markers. They're brighter green than the pouch. I have 2 that are a light gray. Again, they're all a little lighter than the pouch colors. And then I have 2 that are black. Oh, this is fun. I have to figure out what projects I'm going to work on this week that I'm either going to put these on or swap these out for. So y'all can see them in action. I have the blanket that made it into the morning meditation this morning, but I think I need more stitch markers than these. And I don't want the cat to eat these. So the cat might want to chew on these a little. So these should be in a project that stays in a bag around
maybe
my cat.
Your white squirrel.
Oh, yes. Maybe. Ooh, that's an idea. White squirrel might either get the tassels or these.
Yeah.
So these are a little heavier and a little noisier. The sheep. And then these tassel ones are super lightweight. Apart from being dangly, they are super lightweight and they're not going to make noise. And they look adorably. I'm going to drop them all. They look adorably cute. So, I'm going to see how much I can fit on top of my rings in here. All of the tassel. Wait, I lost one. All of my tassel stitch markers I'm going to put in. And then all of these guys. And then what Liz is showing off next, I've got all my, this is going to be like my little clown bag here. I've got all these 2 packs of stitch markers, which the tassel ones. Oop, nope. I was like, I found another one. No, this is just on the back.
16.
So I have 16. Yes, I have the 6 metal ones. I have the 10 tassel ones. I'm going to have to separate these all from my rings later, but whatever. It's all good. What do we have next?
Next, we have the Mindful Collection Teal Row Counter.
We're doing both of the row counters from Knitter's Pride this week they're the same size. You take a look at that. The Mindful one has a little mandala on it and it's teal. And the other one is called Dottie, or Dot Row Counter, and it is a dark pink and it has dots on it. I can't reach as far as you. She's short. I'm short too, but not as short. These are awesome because they have, like, you click for each row, and then when it hits 9, it'll advance the tens column for you, which is really cool. And then it also has a break on it, though, that if you click the break,
it won't click.
I'm trying to get mine to do that. There we go. Yeah, if you turn the brake on, it won't click. And that's good for if you're traveling and don't want it to accidentally advance. But then if it messes up, you can scroll. It has these little togs on the side and you can scroll those. They scroll easier in one direction than the other. Try not to force it, but you can fix the count if it gets off. You don't have to click all the way through. So
the Mindful one comes in a cute little mandala bag. Drawstring. Yes. And so another bag for more notions.
The pink one comes in a little paper folded thing.
We are retailing the Mindful one for $7.95 and
this one's $7.25. So the 95, the little more expensive for the little drawstring pouch for the Mindful one. But the pink one is $7.25. And you can save 15% with the code product of the week. Check out the instructions online. So that's one thing. I'm going to put one of these in here. but it can, that just to show it can fit in the little pouch, and I can still close it. I have all my rings. I have 16 stitch markers, and I have a row counter in here right now. It's getting a little heavy, but it still fits.
You pulled out, and I don't have a.
Oh, I only pulled out one of these. Also the Lantern Moon ebony finishing needles. They have an end on them that's kind of like the tassel. I'll hold it up once I take it out of here. They have a wire or plastic opening for you to thread your yarn into. So if the sewing needles that are metal that have a little eye, I mean, even though it's a big eye, it's sometimes hard to thread your yarn through. These can be really cool. Oh, I get to read something. This is these large-eyed finishing needles are handcrafted using ebony, one of the world's most premium woods. I'm correcting the grammar as I go. It has a very smooth, tight green and is extremely strong and resilient, thus making it the preferred choice for knitters and crocheters. The liquid silk finish ensures that it glides through the knit material without snagging or splitting the yarn, ideal tool for finishing all knit work. And there are 3 different sizes in here. I'll show that off to you. And I think it says on them, yep. So the smallest one is the same dimensions as a US 1, a 2.25 millimeter. The middle one is a US 2, a 2.75 millimeter. And the biggest one is a US 3, a 3.25 millimeter. So they're all fairly small, but you can pick the size, pick your poison. They're different lengths as well.
It's nice because if you're doing finer work, there is
a smaller
needle.
Yeah, because some blunt sewing needles, I want to say the ones that we have that are metal are like the middle size maybe, but it's nice to have one that's smaller. Again, we're retailing this for $11.25 for the 3, but you save 15% off with the code product of the week. I should note that you cannot combine codes. If you have another code from us or we spin the wheel tomorrow, you cannot combine them. You should use the one that saves you the most money. And ooh, I'm gonna put all 3 of these in there. They're a little longer. The longest one, you know, that works, but it might be, I don't know if I can close it now with the longest one in there. But I've got, that's because I have all the other things in here. If I wanted just the finishing needles, let's do this. I'm going to put the smallest.
Rings out.
I know, if I didn't have the rings in here, most of this would fit. This guy still, he's a little long for putting the biggest one in here with all the other stuff. So go ahead.
So then just for giggles, I pulled out the our faux leather tags. We have sarcastic tags, and the one on the front says this took forever. One of a kind, and you better use this.
They might be faux suede, not that it really matters. They're faux,
yeah, faux something. We are retailing them for $4.95. That's the side 3 on the back. And then the love ones are crafted for you, handmade with love, and made for you. And
they have little holes, and they have 2 holes in each corner, so you could sew them down to like the inside of a sweater, that kind of thing. They could be really great if you want to mark what is the back side of the sweater, so you put it on correctly. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, wait, which is the front and which is the back? But yeah, you better use this. One of a kind. This took forever. I think that's kind of funny. There's 6 of them, so 2 of each label. 6 total in the package. Did we say what we're retailing them for?
$4.95.
$4.95. But you save 15%. Every little bit helps, right?
I figured I'd pull these out now because they
could fit in here if you want.
Starting to make Christmas presents, or you know.
I have like most of this stuff is in this little pouch though, if you wanted to see how functional the pouch is. And start Christmas presents, and yay, and buy Christmas presents, and you know, people's birthdays happen all the time. Anyway, we have to go get the shop going. Ooh, the sun came out. This will be nice. Sit and Stitch outside today. The sun came out. This video will probably be up after Sit and Stitch, but every Wednesday morning you can come outside the shop and sit and knit with us, because other than this filming, we wear masks in the shop, and we don't really hang out for long periods of time in the shop because it's just better air circulation outside. So, enjoy all this fun stuff. I know I will try to use some of it this week to show it off and let you see how it works. Yay. And tomorrow is Dear Becky and Lizzy. So if you have any questions for us, you should email
Liz at sundragonartandfiber.com.
And then we have Sit and Stitch on Friday virtually, and that is on Zoom, and you can join 7 to 9 p.m. East Coast time with the shop phone number
828-877-3550.
And that's all I got for right now, because then we'll be doing next week and lather, rinse, repeat the same 3 days that we always film. But it's good to see y'all. And if any of this is enticing, go use the code and contact us if there's any issues with the code, rather than completing the purchase and then going, what? Which sometimes happens. Sometimes you don't know until the end. But if you notice any issues before you check out, contact us. We're happy to help, but we can't help unless we know. So, yeah. So we're up to 1,180 subscribers, which is really fun. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, all the fun
all
stuff.
the fun stuff, because then YouTube goes, oh, more people might want to see you. Okay, let's suggest you to other people. And then the Sun Dragon community just keeps growing. It's fantastic. So also, you might want to tune in tomorrow, because we're trying to spin the wheel of discounts once a week for our 5-year anniversary of the shop being in business. Although this shop with the big wall and the big stuff has been 3 years, just about. But we opened. If you ever come visit us, we'll be like, yeah, we were over there first.
And most of what we had in here was over there.
She keeps saying that, but I think we have more now, finally. I keep ordering more yarn.
I think
we have holes, though. Look, we have holes on the wall. Like, what the heck?
I think like 75-80% of what's in here now was over there.
A lot of it was. It's true. It's true. Anyway, we gotta go. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.